would you say to a person who wants to become a pilot?
Well, first of all, do it because it's too much fun.
Really? Why do you think
I love
so?
it. Huh?
Why do you
I
think
really
so?
love it because I love to fly, and it's something I would recommend to anyone.
Why did you decide to be a pilot?
Well, I've been doing skydiving for 25 years, so I've been in the general aviation, let's say,
I see.
for a long time. And after I quit skydiving because I got a little bit old for that, I started flying.
Oh, I see.
That's good.
Okay. What do you like to do when you fly to a different place?
What I like to do?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, usually I fly to places for pleasure. I never fly for business or something like that. So I usually go to beautiful places. So if I go to Bahia, for instance, I'm going to go to the beach. If I go to abroad, Buenos Aires or whatever, have fun and tourism.
I see.
It's good.
What's the first thing you do when you get into the cockpit?
The first thing I do when I get to the cockpit, let me remember. Well, I have to put the batteries on.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there anything personal you like to check or do?
Yeah, well, particularly in my airplane, although it's in the checklist, the first thing I do is to take out the lock of the parachute. The airplane has a parachute. I take the lock out. It's just vicious.
I see. Which do you find more exciting, landing or taking off?
More exciting landing.
Why do you think so?
Because it's a little bit more of concentration. There's a lot of things you have to look at. The vultures, the wind, and so and so. It's more exciting for me, the landing. It's more difficult.
Taking off.
Yeah. What?
What about taking off?
Taking off is after you've made the whole checkout and the whole checklist. It's more mechanical, I would say.
Okay.
It's kind of a mechanical thing.
I see. What are the good and bad things about being a pilot, in your opinion?
Well, the good things is I can go anywhere, wherever I want, whenever I want. It's good. That's the good part. The bad part is a lot of regulations. I have to comply with a lot of regulations. Some that are okay, and some that doesn't make sense very much. But it's the way it is. And that's the only bad part I can see.
Okay. Tell me about your first solo flight.
Well, it was nice. Was it here?
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was here. At that time I was training the Aeroclube de São Paulo, but we couldn't fly in São Paulo, so I came here with the instructor, made a few touch and goes, and then he said, well, now you leave me, you go alone. It was amazing. It was a very, very interesting flight. Because it was challenging as well, because I was flying, I was supposed to just make a turnaround or two touch and goes, and that was it. But when I was approaching, you have to say the radio that you are a student pilot on a first solo flight. You have to report that all the time. And I said that, and the other guy said, well, but I'm a sail glider, so I'm going to go first. So I have to turn around and let the glider land before me. It was nice.
And how was the weather?
It was nice. It was
Good.
nice. Yeah, it was a beautiful day.
All right, fine.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Bruno, we're moving to the second part of the test, okay? In this part, you will listen to a speech from the recorder involving two different situations.
Okay.
When it finishes, I want you to report what you understood. Okay? Remember that you can listen to each extract twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I have to ask you for it, right?
Yeah, if you want me to repeat, you just ask me for, okay?
Okay.
So you can adjust your headset now. You don't need a microphone.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I'm not gonna talk to anybody.
No, it's not necessary. Can we go?
Go ahead.
What did you understand here?
Well, the passengers are gonna be angry at me because the catering is delayed.
Okay.
And they're gonna start blaming me. Blaming on me.
Listen to ground staff explaining the cause of the problem. Okay?
Play it again because the beginning was a little bit confusing. Okay, the catering stock is on strike. They have a strike and probably they're gonna the circling something that in the beginning I didn't get it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, so we are circling one.
We're sorry.
Oh.
That's what he said. But you got the most important idea. So now you are the captain, okay? I want you to ask ground staff how long it's going to take to get the food on board and state that you need to take off in 15 minutes.
Okay, ground, this is the captain. I need to know how long it's going to take to get the catering on, because I have to take off in 15 minutes.
Okay, so listen to ground staff.
Negative, I have to take off in 15 minutes.
Okay, and what are they doing to solve the problem?
They contact another catering company to see if they can manage to do it.
Alright, so now we're moving to the second situation. Okay. But before I play the CD, I want you to describe this picture.
Wow. This is a situation where the oxygen masks came out, but not all of them. Strange thing happened here. Probably it's a grounded plane or something like that. It's a plane that is not in use because the oxygen mask would come. Oh, there's a bulb light here. It's in repair or probably grounded somewhere. Is that an old one?
Yeah, it is. For what reasons might masks fall down?
Why do they actually fall down?
Yeah.
Well, if you lose pressurization in the cabin, they are gonna come out immediately.
So let's suppose you had sudden depressurization in your flight, okay? I want you to report the situation to Miami ATC and request the closest airport for landing, okay?
Okay.
The call sign is Cruiser 231.
231.
Okay?
Okay. Miami, this is Cruiser 231. We are descending to, we are in a fast descent due to loose pressurization. We are heading something 45 degrees away of the airway and request emergency landing on the closest airport.
Okay, so listen to ATC.
Negative, Miami. I don't have a fire on the toilet. I just have a pressurization problem, and I'm gonna land in Orlando in approximately. I'm gonna be landing in Orlando in approximately 10 minutes.
Okay, fine. So now we're moving to the third part of the test, okay? In this part, you will listen to two different situations again, but this time I can play the CD only once.
Okay.
Okay? Then you tell me what you understood, and I'll ask you some questions related to that. Can we go?
Yep.
What did you understand here?
Well, there are two passengers fighting, and they're requesting a diversion to Canarias, requesting security and police at the station when they arrive.
Have you ever had passengers' problems on board?
Well, I have a 4-place airplane, so no, I did not.
Never.
I did not.
As a passenger, have you ever seen?
Yeah, actually, yes. I've seen once. Kind of a problem similar to this, to passengers fighting, but they are both drunk, and the co-pilot came out and managed to place one on the rear of the airplane and the other one. Yeah, and they stay calm. But when we landed, we didn't divert. We landed, and it was Miami, I believe. Yeah, it was Miami. But the police came in and took the two guys.
Yeah.
Galera, jail.
Yes. Okay, but do you know the procedures the crew should follow under those circumstances?
No, not really. Not really. As I see, you said I'm not
No, that's fine.
airline pilot.
I will play the second one now, okay? What do you understand?
Yes, they have a bad situation. They have bomb announcement. They don't have any demands from anybody, so they don't know who's doing the thing. They are asking for a diversion to Cairo.
Okay. What procedure should you follow, do you know, under those circumstances?
Wow. The same thing, I don't know exactly, but I would proceed to Cairo and wait for things to happen and go as fast as I could.
Do you think passengers should be advised about it?
At this point, no. No, because there's no clear threat. You're not sure if there is a bomb or not, and advising passengers wouldn't help at this point.
I see.
That's my view. I'm not sure if it's the way the airlines do things, but I wouldn't do it.
I see. Okay. Now, considering both problems in part 3, can you remember the first problem?
Part 3?
Yeah, this part.
Oh, this part.
Yeah.
The first problem, I really don't remember. Which was?
The last one?
Oh, the last one is the bomb.
And the one before?
The one before?
Can you remember?
No.
Can you remember any problem we had in the audio part?
Yes, we had to divert. The last one was the fight.
Yes.
The fight between the two passengers, right?
How would you compare these problems?
Well, they are absolutely different. And I would say one is a controlled situation, okay, that crew can manage, and the other one is a real threat. It's an emergency, and a threat to the body of the airplane and all the souls inside. So it's a totally different situation.
Okay. In your opinion, what's the worst emergency a pilot can have?
Well, my airplane, I would say it's engine failure.
Why do you think so?
Because an engine failure, serious engine failure, is something, well, it's not supposed to happen to an airplane. The airplane needs the engine to fly. It can glide, but if you don't have a landing spot at your gliding distance, you're really in a big trouble. I would say it's worse than fire.
I see. Okay, you don't need the headset anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're moving to the last part of the test, okay?
If you're going to ask me, I have to remember things now, huh?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
I want you to describe this picture to me, and then I'll ask you some questions about it.
That's a nice picture.
Yes.
Well, describe the picture. It's an airplane flying out of probably a cloud, and the vortex of the wings produced a nice, beautiful shape here on the exit of the cloud. So it's grabbing the air and doing a nice picture here. Beautiful.
Okay. What are some of the causes of turbulence?
Some of the causes of turbulence. Well, basically the difference between hot and cold air moving around, descending cold air and climbing hot air. That difference usually produces a lot of turbulence.
Right. And how do passengers usually react during very strong turbulence?
Well, they usually, first of all, they blame the pilot. It's his fault. Your fault that the airplane is shaking like a roller coaster. And they usually get sick, they get annoyed. It's not fun. It's not comfort to anybody, not even the pilot.
How do you feel about it?
Well, I'm kind of used to, because it flies more airplanes here, and São Paulo has a visual corridors to get out. You have to stay at that low level, shaking, watching to the futures, the Eurobus, and it's not fun. It's a lot of shaking, so we get used to it.
And what are the normal procedures during flight through turbulence?
The normal procedures during flight, for me, the first one is reduce speed.
Right.
Reduce speed and try to level the airplane and maintain it and keep people calm inside. Don't have anything else to do.
I see.
You have to wait for it.
Right. Okay, Bruno. Would you like to say anything else?
No.
Is it okay?
It's okay.
So, this is the end of our test.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.